What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Detroit Lions Now or Never franchise here on Madden 23. Today we're going to be taking on the Seahawks, and they're surprisingly 3-1 this year, so we got a 3-1 versus 3-1 battle today. We've been playing pretty good football. As we look at the training here, right now as I record this audio, I am watching the Bills-Bengals game as well, but we do have Jeff Okudah will be out. So that makes it interesting because if we want to run a nickel or dime set, we're going to have backup corner Ugo Amadi, or even then we may have to go down to our fifth string, Jerry Jacobs. Looking at the offensive side of the ball, Jerry Fortson with the PCL sprain. I think that he was injured before the training anyway, but yeah, so looking at Okudah's injury, it would be Ugo Amadi who would fill in as like that nickel corner. But then if we had to go even deeper, it would be Jerry Jacobs, our number 5 guy. So Will Levis is the quarterback for the Seahawks, a guy that we thought about taking in the first round with our second pick in the first round. We ended up taking Osiris Torrance instead of Will Levis, but he leads the league in interceptions thrown. So we're going to be definitely looking to take advantage of that. But he's got 2 really good receivers to throw the ball to. He's got Metcalf, and he even has Jalen Hyatt, the rookie out of Tennessee. So it'll be interesting to see how we can affect Will Levis and make him make bad passes. I think that's just going to be an important factor. Also, the Seahawks took Will Anderson with their first pick in the first round. He's an 82 overall. So, he's going to be looking to bring a strong pass rush. In this game, Tariq Woolen, their number 1 corner, will be out. He's a guy in real life that is up for potentially a Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry if I sound a little sick. I'm not sick at the moment, but I feel like I'm pretty stuffed up. But here we are in Seattle. The Seahawks also have Kenneth Walker at running back, who could potentially win NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year in real life this year. We start off with the ball, first play of the game. At our 22-yard line, we give it to Jamal Williams, and he's going nowhere. Tackled for a loss, and we've had our ups and downs in the running game this year. Some games we run really well, and in other games we've really struggled. So Jack Fox here to punt the ball away on 4th down and 8. And it's going to be Tyler Lockett, who I forgot to mention in the receiving corps, who returns it. Lockett takes it to the right, breaks a tackle. One man to beat, it's the punter, and Jack Fox makes the tackle. What an effort by our punter, who's already gotten injured this season trying to play aggressive football. This time he does it again, but this time he saves a touchdown from Tyler Lockett. So big time play. 3rd down and 9 here for the Seahawks on their opening possession. The good return sets them up with good field position. Levis in the pocket. Levis is going deep, and that pass is broken up. It's Sean Murphy Bunting in coverage. Great play by Murphy Bunting there. So the Seahawks will attempt a field goal, but it's going to be blocked. Speaking of Jerry Jacobs, he blocks it, and Deshaun Elliott, unlike 2 weeks ago, will pick it up, and he will return this all the way for a touchdown. So the special teams will strike quicker in this game. Deshaun Elliott picks it up, takes it all the way. Jerry Jacobs, he is our number 5 corner, but because Ugo Amadi had been moved, he has taken Ugo Amadi's spot on the field goal team. Deshaun Elliott, like I said, unlike a couple weeks ago where he couldn't pick the ball up and tripped on Ugo Amadi, this time he picks it up and he takes it all the way, and that'll give the Lions a 7-0 lead. Seahawks now in their second possession. And that's going to be a tackle for loss. Malcolm Rodriguez, who's had a really good start to this season. I've actually really enjoyed playing with him. Here he is in his second year playing really good. 3rd down and 13 here for the Lions offense. Goff in the pocket. Goff's going to get sacked, and he'll be sacked at the 3-yard line by Brown. Today, Jared Goff took a lot of heat. He was sacked, I believe, 7 times in this game. It felt like whatever we did, the Lions offensive line just could not give him any protection. Also, I think that we were definitely holding onto the ball far too long. Regardless of the fact, we got to get more time in the pocket. Seahawks with the ball now. Will Levis got plenty of time, and he's going deep to DK Metcalf. Just throw it up to him. Touchdown, Seahawks, and they're going to tie this football game up. Christian Gonzalez, the rookie out of Oregon, was in coverage. All you have to do is just throw the ball up to DK Metcalf, and he can make a play. He is so physical, so strong. Just the perfect build for a receiver. He just goes up, and then Christian Gonzalez stands no chance. And Christian Gonzalez is a very physical corner. And it's going to be blocked again by Jerry Jacobs, this time on the PAT. And Deshaun Elliott picks it up again, and Elliott's going to take this one all the way back for 2 points this time. What are we seeing here? Jerry Jacobs has now blocked a field goal and a PAT in this game. That would give us a 9-6 lead. He couldn't do it a third time in this game, right? You'll have to wait and see, but what a play by Jerry Jacobs. The guy that is practically a no-name gets his first opportunity to see the field, and he has 2 blocks. Jamal Williams with the ball now. He cuts it left. Williams, juke move, and he's going to pick up about 13 on first down as the first quarter has about 3 minutes left. First quarter almost over at this point. We're on a drive here. Pass goes out to Allen Lazard. Lazard fighting, and Lazard will pick up about 5 yards, but Amon-Ra St. Brown shaken up on the play. He has had such a great start to the season. Coming into this game, he was leading the NFL in receptions. So we had about 2 times the amount of plays they did in the first quarter, but a bruised sternum for Amon-Ra St. Brown. He would not return to this game, but don't worry, he will be back for next week. Second down and goal here for us as we start the second quarter. Goff in the pocket, and he's got Lazard. You lose Amon-Ra St. Brown, but you have Allen Lazard, the free agent pickup coming from the Green Bay Packers, and that will give us a 16-6 lead here in this game against the Seahawks. The Seahawks offense has not really been able to do anything in this game. Hardly any highlights here in the first half so far. Second down and 7 here. Levis getting out of the pocket, and he's going down, sacked by Xavier Thomas. We talked about Xavier Thomas a lot in the last episode about how he has filled in for Aiden Hutchinson, and he has played really good filling in for him. Third down and 7 here. Lions with the football. Amon-Ra St. Brown out of the game, so it's going to be Josh Reynolds getting the slot position, and he is not going to be aware. Jamal Williams forced a fumble. Put this guy at linebacker. What a hit by Jamal Williams to force the fumble back. That would be picked up by Jameson Williams, and now we will retain possession of the ball. But Josh Reynolds was wide open, and Jared Goff had him. I don't know if it was a miscommunication issue, but that's something that's definitely going to have to be fixed here. Third down and 12 later on. Goff, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a fumble picked up by the Seahawks. Jamal Williams plays hero and forces a fumble, but just a few plays later, Jared Goff scrambles away, and he loses the ball. So 2 turnovers on 1 series of downs. Seahawks with the ball here, second down and 10 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Levis got all day to throw. Levis is going to throw it to the back corner to DK Metcalf, and he's got a touchdown. Christian Gonzalez has had his hands full today with DK Metcalf. I said it earlier, Christian Gonzalez is a very physical corner, but DK Metcalf is one of the more physical and stronger receivers in the NFL. He comes down with his second of the game. 3-point game now. Goff, he's going down again on the play action. Owusu with the sack for the Seahawks. Sometimes I feel like Dan Campbell is calling play action plays when they don't necessarily need to, and then that's when the Seahawks in any pass rush is looking for that play action to come. Third down and 21 now. You need a lot of yards here. Goff in the pocket, and he's pressured again, and he's going down again. The Seahawks pass rush has been very dominant in this game so far. Another sack for him, and we would punt the ball away, but the Seahawks didn't do anything with it. We have the ball now with 1:05, and it's picked off by the Seahawks. Once again, it was intended for Josh Reynolds, and Jared Goff will make the touchdown-saving tackle. With an opportunity with us to score at least a field goal at the end of the half, instead, it's going to turn into an interception. It seems like Josh Reynolds knows the ball is coming, but instead of fighting and coming back to it, he just lets the defensive back jump the route. So I don't think Jared Goff's going to want to throw it to Josh Reynolds much more in this game, maybe in this season. Second down and 1 here. The Lions need a big play. What a sack by Drew Sanders. Fighting through 3 people to make that sack. The rookie out of Arkansas leads the team in sacks so far this season, and he has had a very good rookie year up to this point. Rookie on rookie crime there. Will Levis stood no chance. SEC on SEC crime as well. So that would result in the Seahawks having to kick a field goal instead of scoring a touchdown. Jerry Jacobs, no block this time. 16-16 at the half. And if you're a Seahawks, you've got to be pleased with it because you had mistakes in that first half. And the Lions, you got to be frustrated. You had an opportunity to really just extend your lead and just pull away and dominate this game. But unfortunately, just poor decision making out of the Lions and bad communication on offense. Goff here in the third quarter. Goff play action. He's got all day to throw. He's trying to get out of the pocket to throw it away, but he's going down again. Brooks will get the sack for the Seahawks. And I don't know if Jared Goff is liking the taste of that turf or not, but he has not stayed off of it in this game. He has been pressured non-stop. Once again, it was a play-action play call by Dan Campbell. You need to look to get the ball out a lot quicker. Now you got another 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 20, midway through the 3rd quarter. And what a throw by Jared Goff to Allen Lazard. You needed 20, you got 21. That would move the chains. At the 31-yard line now, 1st down and 10 for the Lions. Goff in the pocket. And that's going to be intercepted, but a flag is down. Is that the 3rd interception thrown by Jared Goff? We'll have to check on the flag here. And it's going to be a roughing the passer, so it will be negated. No interception for the Seahawks. The Lions would keep the ball. 2nd down and 4, 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Goff going down again. Another play action call by Dan Campbell in this Lions offense. I think it's time to get away from the play action a little bit. That would lead to a Quinn Nordine field goal that would be made, 19-16 to score. 3rd down and 4 now for the Seahawks. 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Levis throws, and Levis is going to be intercepted. It's Trey Dean, the rookie out of Florida. He's getting more playing time as well due to the injury of Jeff Okudah. He has been moving around to a linebacker / nickel look. Good pick there by Trey Dean. That would give the Lions the ball back. 3rd down and 9 here. Goff's going deep, and he's got Allen Lazard. What a pass to Allen Lazard. It seems like we are seeing the connection be built right in front of our eyes in this game. With the Amon-Ra St. Brown injury, Jared Goff had no choice but to get the ball to somebody. It's Allen Lazard, and what a pass by Jared Goff. What a catch as well by Allen Lazard. That would extend the lead here for the Lions. That would put us up 26-16. Seahawks ball again. Will Levis is going to go down, and the ball is free. And it's going to be picked up by Aleem McNeil, who has spent most of this season injured, but he's the one that's going to pick it up. It was a combined sack for Xavier Thomas and Malcolm Rodriguez. Goff getting out of the pocket. He's going to lose the ball, and it's going to be picked up by the Seahawks. And Jared Goff seems to be holding his backside after that hit. I don't know if it was the initial contact or going to the ground, but Goff would be injured, but the Seahawks would also have the ball. So that means Gardner Minshew would have to take over until Goff could come back in the game. That's if he can come back in the game. At the end of the 3rd quarter, we see that it is an abdominal tear, so Jared Goff will miss some significant time, and we will have to be led by Gardner Minshew. We signed him for a reason. We knew we needed a backup. Seahawks with the ball here as we see the pass from Will Levis to DK Metcalf, who's been their #1 guy in this game by far. It honestly seems like he's been the only guy that Will Levis has thrown the ball to. 1st down and goal here for the Seahawks. And that one's batted around, and it's going to be picked off by Okwara. I think the pass had tipped off of a defensive lineman's helmet, and that's how it ended up in Okwara's hands. As we watch the replay here, the pressure was coming by Xavier Thomas, so Will Levis got rid of the ball. When he got rid of it, he threw it off the back of Xavier Thomas. So Okwara with the interception. It's been a turnover fest in this game. 4th down and 1 here. The Lions are going to go for it. Gardner Minshew is the quarterback. They look to throw. With 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, it's a Jamal Williams 1st down. Fighting for extra yardage as well. Only 86 yards for Jamal Williams today compared to last week where he went off for 170 plus. That would lead to a field goal attempt after we called another play action and we're sacked again. Quinn Nordine, though, has been really good this year other than a missed PAT. And that would extend our lead to 29-16. The Seahawks would have to score 2 touchdowns very quickly in order to win this game. Down 13, 1st and goal with 20 seconds left. Will Levis in the pocket. Will Levis is going down. He fumbles the ball again, but it's picked up by the Seahawks. Malcolm Rodriguez once again getting into the backfield. And like I said, he's had a very good second year here for the Lions. So we ended up winning this game 29-16, but like I said just a second ago, it was just a turnover fest. They got to stop. It was 5 by the Seahawks, 4 by us. It would have been 5 for us as well if it wasn't for the roughing the passer call. 2 interceptions that I don't necessarily blame on myself or Jared Goff's ratings. I think it was just the fact that Josh Reynolds' route running isn't the best, and I think it, let's say it was a miscommunication. As I'm reviewing this now and watching this, I don't know what's up with the scorecard up there. It says 35-10 when that wasn't even the score. I did not notice that when I initially recorded the gameplay. But now that I'm recording the audio, I'm seeing that, and that makes no sense. So Jared Goff has his second game this year with 2 interceptions thrown. Gardner Minshew will have to be the guy that leads us, though. And we're going to have to put, the team on his back and see what he can do for us. Jamal Williams ended up finishing with 82 rushing yards. Jared Goff, I could not see how many times he was sacked in this game, but I believe he was sacked 7 times. Looking at the receiving numbers, Allen Lazard, 8 catches for 108 yards. Pharaoh Brown had 4 for 35. Jamal Williams, 4. Jameson Williams with 4 catches. And then looking at the blocking, Penei Sewell with 3 sacks allowed in this game. I don't want to say that it's his fault. I think it may be my fault for holding on to the ball far too long. But Drew Sanders with 2.5 sacks today. Xavier Thomas with 1. Alex Anzalone with 1. And Malcolm Rodriguez with a half sack. 2 interceptions for us today. Romeo Okwara with 1. And like I said, the rookie out of Florida, Trey Dean, had an interception as well. Really good coverage on that play as well by Trey Dean. Looking at the forced fumbles, Jamal Williams, put him at linebacker. He's got the build for it too. He had a forced fumble. Alex Anzalone and Drew Sanders also with a forced fumble. The recoveries were Aleem McNeil and Deshaun Elliott, which his was on the block. Jerry Jacobs blocked 2 today. And then looking at Quinn Nordine, he did his thing once again. So, you got to be happy with the way that he's played this year. We punted the ball 3 times. We haven't really had to play a back and forth game or a defensive nail-biting game. We've really kind of taken care of business in just about every game other than that Bears game. So it's interesting. Jared Goff now being out, does that change it for us? Do we now have a little bit more pressure against us? We see Goff's going to be out for 4 weeks. We need him back. We need Aiden Hutchinson back as well, because those are the 2 guys that just kind of make this team what it is. They're the leaders. Those are the guys that make the Detroit Lions the Detroit Lions. So we'll move on to 4-1. The Seahawks will drop to 3-2. And we will be taking on the Denver Broncos next week at home. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get back into another game here. 4-1. I don't think you could have asked for a better start at all. And now I think that we've put ourselves in a position that because Gardner Minshew has to start, we have won some games, and we've done good enough so that if we do drop a couple of games, it shouldn't hurt us too much. But I'm excited to get back into the next game against the Broncos, take them on, and hopefully move to 5-1, and see how this season shapes up for us. I plan on finishing this before the new MLB The Show game comes out, but I'm not going to rush it. I'm enjoying this series. I've gotten good feedback from all you guys, so I'm excited for the rest of it for sure. Anyways, guys, that's going to cap this video off. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.